A chiropractic client of mine and I conducted a test at the end of last year to see if we could increase appointments and get some new patients from it. Now, it's definitely more of an end of year theme thing, so it's probably not going to be as super applicable to you right now, but I wanted to go ahead and show you the results while it's also fresh in my mind and give you some of the lessons that we learned. And that way you have something that you can have in your back pocket for the end of this year, this 2025 year, so that you can use it to get some more appointments and some new patients. Let's go ahead and dive in. So these are the metrics from the year before. That way we have something to compare it to. You can see here, new patients, we had 21, returning patients, we had 151, and then total visits, we had 351. Now, if we look at last year, 2024, our test year, you can see here, the new patients went up by 8. We had 10 more returning patients, and our total visits also went up. You'll see later, our total visits should have gone up quite a bit. We actually had quite a bit more bookings, but we also had quite a bit more no-shows. And so I'll show you some of the lessons that I think we learned from that. And so what exactly did we do here? Well, at the end of the year, a lot of FSA, HSA, and deductibles usually reset. And so what we did was we just put out some reminders of that. So we just said something like, hey, most FSAs and HSAs reset at the end of the year. And so if you have any funds left over in them, we accept them, you can come use them here. And then something like that way you can get your 2025 off to a good start. And so we sent out email reminders, and then we also put a reminder in Google Ads. And so you can see here, here's an example of that. You can see most FSA/HSA reset at the end of the year. We accept them. And that's basically all we put. And the Google Ads, we split test our Google Ads to see which one is better. And so we likely have seen a little bit of improvement from last year compared to the year before just from that. But a lot of it also just came from this ad. This ad did very, very well for the test that we ran it with. And so, like I said, that's basically all we did is we just sent out a couple of email reminders. We sent out 3. It's kind of just what I told you there. It's most FSA and HSA reset at the end of the year, and also deductibles. If you've hit your deductible, you can go ahead and take advantage of lower out-of-pocket costs. And so it's just stuff like that. We just reminded them of things like that. And we sent out 3 emails. The only week that we took off was the week of Christmas. And it's because, everyone's on holiday. They're probably not going to want to come in and see the chiropractor. And also the doctor was out of office anyway. But that's what we did. Now, like I said, there were a couple things that we could probably improve. So no shows increased by quite a bit. They actually over doubled because of the holiday season. I'm guessing it's a combination of people just kind of getting sick out of the blue. And then also, the holidays, people are just kind of traveling out of town. They don't want to do much. And so I think you want to make sure you have good reminder systems in place. Specifically, you want to make sure you can confirm the appointment. So something like, hey, are you still going to make it to your appointment, tomorrow in a couple hours, whatever. And then they would just reply yes or no. And so the people who reply no, obviously we would go ahead and just cancel that and go ahead and see if we can replace that appointment. And the people who reply yes usually show up. There have been some studies on this, and confirming the appointment as opposed to just a static reminder of, hey, you have an appointment in 2 hours or in 24 hours, whatever, actually asking them to confirm their appointment increases the show rate by quite a bit. Some of the studies indicated that it could increase show rate by up to 75%. And so usually it pushed it from, some people were in like 60% on their show rate, and that usually pushed it up to 90+%. And so especially for something like this where, you can see our no-shows and cancellations increased by 50%. And like I said earlier, our no-shows alone doubled. They actually a little bit over doubled compared to the year prior. And so again, I think the lesson here is you just kind of want to make sure you have these really good appointment confirmation systems in place. And so if you don't have software that automatically does this, it might be worth it, especially if you're going to run this promotion at the end of the year, to just go ahead and call people, text them personally to confirm their appointment and make sure that they actually will show up. As you can see here, this is the main lesson that I think we took away, is that if you're going to do something like this, especially at the end of the year, whenever people are just already kind of flaky, then you want to make sure you go ahead and have good systems. Because you can see here, our no-shows and cancellations increased by about 50%, and the no-shows alone increased by over double compared to the year before. So that's all I have for you. Like I said, it's an end of the year promotion, and hopefully you can use this for the end of this 2025 year and just kind of have it in your back pocket. And hopefully also avoid some of the mistakes that we made. If you enjoyed this video, I've got others on the channel of some of the lessons that I've learned helping chiropractors grow their practice, and also some of the experiments and stuff that we have done. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and I will post the results of other tests that we conduct in the future and show you what we did and the results from it. Either way, I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.